G5 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios Podcast live stream, episode number 218. My name is Taylor Bell. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Got some very, very exciting news for you here. Some very long-awaited headlines for everybody in the tech world, especially if you're using Android, especially if you are using a Pixel device. Love this phone, and it got even better today as we received the stable build of Android 15. Now, before we get into all the features and the update, I want to let everybody know that if you miss Allergies or Kicking Ass today, I want to let everybody know if you miss this show, this podcast, this episode, this live stream, you can always catch the replay. I'm streaming across multiple platforms, right? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, multiple YouTube channels. Come to eSIM Studios. So go to YouTube, search for eSIM Studios, and you will see all of our previous live stream episodes. And I'm also taking clips from like each news story. You know, like on the Joe Rogan podcast, he'll have his full episodes. And then he'll take clips, topics, and we'll clip those of each individual tech story and upload those as a video, so you could just watch the individual topic. But we're only doing that on the eSIM Studios YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on Instagram and you want to catch something, come over to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel, and you get all your tech news, reviews, and information there. And our podcast is blowing up. It's up 461%. Extraordinary numbers. So I want to thank everybody listening, especially those of you outside of the USA. I was just going over the analytics. I got a whole bunch of people in India, Southeast Asia. I want to say thank you very much, and I really, really appreciate it. So you can catch this in the audio form on any podcast platform available: Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio Music app, Samsung Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts, search for eSIM Studios. We shall pop up. Or you can do as I always do, just hop on Google and search the term eSIM Studios. We will populate the whole page because we have basically cornered the market on that term, on that name. And we're getting more popular, thanks to you, the viewer. So I want to thank you. It's a place, a channel, a platform where we can all discuss technology and dive right into the fun stuff, the news, the reviews, and all that good stuff. I'm actually recording a few videos in the middle of editing them, so be on the lookout for, got iPhone 16 Pro Max camera reviews, battery reviews, charging reviews. Actually, iOS 18.1 comes out, I believe, at the end of this month, but we'll get into that later. Today, it's all about Pixel. Yes, we are hashtag Team Pixel. No, they have not limited or asked to not talk about certain topics. They've never mentioned anything like that to me, so I don't know what these other tech channels are talking about. They got limited because they're just simply not eSIM Studios. We are officially hashtag Team Pixel, and we are official Pixel super fans. Now, if you're a fan of Pixel, I definitely suggest and or recommend you subscribe to our eSIM Studios YouTube channel. A lot of our content is Pixel oriented, also nothing oriented. And what do you know? Got a big story today in regards to nothing, the nothing phones. But we'll set iPhone, we'll set Apple to the side today. We'll kick them to the curb. Actually, I take that back. We're going to curb stomp them to the curb. Apple can take a back seat to Android, Google Pixel, and nothing phone. Because today, it's all about Android. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So woke up this morning, and I was literally thinking, damn, when are we going to get this Android 15 update? I knew it was coming this week, right? We knew it was coming this week. So the the October security patch was late this month. Typically, they always arrive on your Pixel device. The security patch the monthly security patch always arrives at your device usually right around the first Monday of every month. Now, I knew it was going to be late this month because they were going to upgrade it to Android 15. And they were going to package the October security update with Android 15. There's no sense in updating the Pixels to the October security patch the first week of October and then send another ginormous, huge update out for Android 15 1 week later. Just package them all in all together. So I woke up this morning thinking, damn, when are we going to get this Android 15 update? What do you know? A couple hours later, you have an update. I said, holy shit. So, by the way, it took forever to update this phone. I thought they had this update thing under control. Remember about 6 months ago, they were saying, oh, we've fixed our update process. For those of y'all that don't know, and I'm not really sure how fast iPhone does it, right? I haven't had an iPhone in almost forever. Android used to take, now I'm talking about Pixels, used to take forever to update. I'm talking, so check this out. The longest update as far as when you hit, yes, accept the update and it starts the update process. I remember one, I can't remember what phone, I think it was for the 7 Pro. Took about 3 to 4 hours. I mean, I was like, is something wrong? Did something happen? I actually ended up aborting the process and flashing it myself using the Android Flash tool, which you can find on esimstudios.app. We will get into that here shortly, but they said they fixed it, and it looked like it was essentially fixed. These typical security patch, these monthly security patches, these updates take about, 5 minutes to update. And every one since then has been a few minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, under 10, which is good because, as I mentioned, the longest took 3 to 4 hours. The longest I've had one take since they mentioned they upgraded their update process, quote unquote, I think it was about 15 minutes, but nonetheless, they did fix it. But today it took about an hour. I don't know why. Maybe 45 minutes, but it took a long time. So now the Android 15 file is 2.2 gigabytes. So it's a rather big file right now. I was like, you know what? I'm going to speed up this process and get it rolling. I hooked my phone up to the Ethernet. I have a Ethernet cable. It's a RJ45 jack to a USB Type-C adapter. So I hooked my phone with the adapter, the USB Type-C Ethernet, up to my phone. I was like, it'll download it fast. 2.2 gigs. I can do that in like 1 second, right? Or, pretty quick. Because I get 2 gigs on the download. So that's what we pay for. But it didn't really speed up the process. So I believe it technically downloaded the 2.2 gig file probably faster on Ethernet than it would have if I just let it sit on Wi-Fi. But that wasn't the long process. It downloaded it in relatively good time. I would say probably in 30 seconds. But then everything after that took a long time. So it went from downloading update to installing update, and the installing update is what took forever. But nonetheless, Android 15 is on my device. Had a little bit of time to play around with it. Now, you're not going to see, and we'll go through the features, everything that has changed here in just a second, but not a huge update as far as the look of your device, right? So the operating system looks basically the same. Operating system basically looks the same, operates the same. Your pull down menu and your settings look the same. Quick setting tiles look the same. Your settings look the same. Basically everything looks the same, but what they did is added a bunch of cool features, right? Or added on top of Android 14. So it looks like Android 14. They just added more features. It's more optimized. On one of my devices, feels a lot faster. It feels a lot faster. More smooth. Now, not that it wasn't, but I really can't put my finger on it. It just feels extra buttery smooth, like you got a stick of butter and smeared it all inside the phone. It's just very smooth. Now, maybe it's because I had my animations turned off on this one. I don't know why. Probably so. We'll get into the features. Let's go ahead and look at the Android bulletin. Let's go ahead and see the official change log, right? Brian, how's it going, brother? Brian asks, has anyone ever heard of an update factory resetting a phone? Yes. In fact, all the time. Not so much now. It's still possible. Now, I've never had that on are you talking about an over-the-air update? Or if you flash your device, like hooking it up to a computer and updating it that way? Because if you use the Android flash tool, if you hook your phone up to a computer and update your phone, it wipes your phone. Now, there is an option that says you can untick it and do not wipe it, but typically hooking it up to a computer, doing a manual flash will wipe your phone, meaning factory reset your phone, meaning it'll go back to what it looked like when it was brand new when you pulled that out of the box. And over the air update, not so much. I have had that happen. Now, it hasn't happened in years, but I do remember. I've had so many phones. I don't remember what phone that was, but it has happened. It's not unheard of. It's happened to me, in fact. I just can't remember what phone it was. And look, this is like 99, probably it's 99.9% safe, 99.9% effective as far as no issues whatsoever when you update your phone. Every now and then you'll hear a weird story come out that, some company, whether it be Samsung, Google, or Apple, have to pull the update. In fact, Apple just pulled one. It was bricking people's iPads when you update the devices. So every now and then you'll hear of a bug that is inside of an update that forces these manufacturers to pull the plug on that update, to recode it, rework it, and then reissue it. It just happened to Apple. Now, it's not supposed to. So if it does, something went wrong, obviously. So over-the-air update and OTA update, no, it's not supposed to wipe your phone, but it has happened to me in the past. Pretty effective now. Like, that's a rare occurrence if that happens to you. It sucks. That's why. Now, I don't do it because, I mean, whatever. I was going to say, back up all your data. Back up all your data, all your pictures, everything you can think of before you update your phone. I guess I should probably encourage you to do that. I should probably say that. Always update your phone always back up your phone and your data before you flash an update or before you get a big update or anything that changes your operating system. Technically, you should probably do that. I don't do that because I just don't care. I can jump on one of my other phones and restore what I have saved. But if it's your only phone, if you're just using one phone as your daily driver, I would 100% back up your data before you update it. Like, be extra careful. So it's just another step to make sure that if something does go wrong, you can always restore the data. Brian says, the sad story out of Florida from back in March of this year. The accused claims an update wiped his phone. He was lying. Probably wouldn't sound free. But it has happened. It just hadn't happened in a while. At least to me, that is. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining us today. Let's get into the official feature drop, should I say. So real quick, before we get into these, allergies are kicking my ass. Hang on. I was on mute. So before we get into these features that are bundled in this Android 15 update, I want to mention not all updates, and I don't know why they do this, but here's an explanation. So when I got my Android 15 update, I was like, oh, this is cool. Let me try all because I'm going to record videos and I'm going to start uploading them this evening or tomorrow. Each and every feature update, new feature update that's available in this Android 15 release, I'm going to do an individual video, or I'll probably do a video that shows you how to activate these features on your phone, because you hear of these things and you're like, well, that's cool, but how do I do this? Well, I'm going to present to you how to do all these on your phone. And a couple of my features were missing. I'm like, well, wait a second. What the hell is it? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I'm like, well, why am I missing a few features? And I did some looking around online for whatever reason, and I don't know if every Pixel is this way. I'm assuming it is, but I'm missing a couple of features on my phone. And it appears I had to do a good 30 minutes of some digging around online. So this Android 15 is going to come with a majority of the features that we're about to discuss. However, not all of them. Kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Now, you're going to get all the features. You'll have 100% of these features with the next Google Play Services update. When that's going to be, we have no idea, but it is what it is. Some of these features are Google Play Services based, and kind of not necessarily Android AOSP based, meaning base Android. They kind of have to bake them in. So I will just stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to stay on top of it for everybody. And when the next Google Play Services update is available, I'll let you know. Because as you know, they don't notify you when there's a Google Play Services update available. So just want to put that out there. It's unfortunate that it's kind of a bummer today. I was like, oh yes, let me try out all these features, and then I find out some of them aren't even on my phone yet. I'm like, Jesus. But whatever. Let's go ahead and get into it real quick. So let's see. Alrighty, so let's get into what's new. Now let me expand this a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so what's new in Android 15 plus more updates? And that's where the plus more updates comes in, because they're going to show you everything that's new in Android 15. Some are available today. Some are going to come in upcoming updates. I hate it when companies do this, like what Apple just did. Here's a new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And they launch all these cool AI features. You get it? And you're like, where the hell are these AI features, right? Google did that last year with the launch of the 8 series, where all the AI stuff came in a later update. Now this year, all the AI features they talked about were on the device, but we find ourselves in the same spot again today with some of these features in Android 15. But nonetheless, let's look into what you can look forward to if you have a Pixel device. Now, I believe the Pixels that made available or Android 15 available is the Pixel 9 series, right? 9 Pro, 9 Pro XL, Pixel Fold, Pixel Fold 2, Pixel Tablet, and then I think Pixel down to 6A, I believe. 6A or the 5A, I'm not sure. Anyways, if you have anything older than a 5A, you're not going to be getting this. I know that for sure, but let's get into it. So here is Android 15. Today, 15 rolls out to Pixel devices. Now, this Android 15 update includes security features that help and keep your sensitive information, health, financial, personal information protected from theft and fraud. Plus, we're introducing improvements for large screen devices, i.e. Pixel tablet, that help you get more done, and updates across apps, including camera, messaging, and passkeys. By the way, Google Camera app update came out today, so make sure you... I updated to Android 15, and I went to go after that, once it got loaded, and I was in the operating system, check your apps, because after I updated to Android 15, I had 23 app updates, and I had 0 before. So go check your app updates. And then once you're done updating, after it restarts and you're in Android 15, update your apps and then restart your phone. It just helps a little bit, right? So this brings additional protections that prevent thieves from guessing your passwords and accessing sensitive information. We just got into that. So let's get into theft protection. We had talked about this cool new feature that no other phone has. So this feature can actually detect if somebody grabs your phone out of your hand, or women or ladies grabs your purse with your phone in it and runs off. It can actually detect if somebody grabs your phone and starts running or jumps in a car and speeds away from all these sensors inside the device. It uses AI to determine, hey, is this a stolen situation where you're just standing there using your phone and your phone is monitoring all this. You're just standing there using your phone. Boom, somebody takes it and starts running with it in this type of a motion with their hands, and they're moving at a fast rate of speed. Your phone's going to lock down, right? It's going to go to your lock screen where you're going to have to put in a password. You're going to have to do your PIN. Something, you're going to have to verify your identity for your protection. This new feature is awesome, and it is available, at least it was available on my device as of today. Now, here's another feature. Now, and I'm gonna update individual apps. Now, you can do this right now as we're speaking if you have a Pixel. So go to your settings app, and in where the search bar is, type in theft protection, just like you see it on the screen, and it'll take you right to where you can activate this. And basically, you can do the same to almost every feature we talk about. You can just search for it in the settings, and it'll lead you right to it. So you can keep sensitive apps out of sight. If you have a bank app, if you have a what do they call it? Well, one of those dating apps or whatever it is. If you don't want people or kids to see it on your phone, you can now hide them. Private space. It's called private space in Android 15, and it acts like a digital safe on your phone. You can create separate private space to organize sensitive apps. So again, go into your settings app, search for private space. That option will pop up. That is available on my device as we speak. When private space is locked, apps remain virtually invisible to other users of your phone, or if it is stolen, people won't be able to see it on your phone. From your apps list, recent apps view, notifications, or settings. So it'll basically, as we mentioned, be invisible. You won't be able to tell that app is even installed on your phone because you're going to hide it. To access private space, there's an additional layer of authentication to keep apps secure and away from snooping around eyeballs. Let's see what else we got here. There's a little display of how it works. You have to verify with your thumbprint or pattern. and then you simply select which app you want to activate or put in the private space, or if you want to remove it or open it up, you can get into the private space by verifying your identity, and then you have access to that application. Get more done on your foldables and tablets. The new feature in Android 15 makes it easier for you to access the apps that get things done, whether you're writing an email or brainstorming in a document. On foldables and tablets, you can now easily pin and unpin your taskbar on your screen. This allows you to customize the layout and keep your favorite apps like Google Photos and or Gmail in reach for quicker access and improved productivity. Sort of like Chrome OS, if you ever use a Chromebook, or Windows, how you can pin apps on Windows. Down at the bottom, you have a little taskbar of all your favorite apps. You can always keep them down there. That's an awesome feature. I can't believe wasn't on these foldables already, but it is now. So if you have a Pixel tablet or a Pixel Fold or Fold 2, definitely going to look forward to that. It's going to make your life a lot easier. I can promise you that. What do we got here? It's showing you basically exactly how it's going to look like on your device, as you can tell on the bottom. Let's see here. Now let's get into login security. Take better photos and more. There's even more Android 15 improvements across camera, messaging, and passwords. Here's a look at what's new. Remember, update your camera app. There is a new camera app update available today. So go into your apps, update the camera app, because we have new low light boost feature. And in-app camera controls work even better in low light conditions. And third-party apps have more camera controls, like more precise flash control. There's also a low light feature in Instagram, I think I heard somebody say on a YouTube video. So if you use Instagram, I know we're streaming on Instagram. I have not tried that out yet, but I definitely will. Now, this is in your stock camera app, and apps that you have their own camera, like Instagram. There's more features added to the Instagram camera inside the Instagram app, or like said app, right? Carrier messaging apps can use satellite connectivity to send and receive messages without mobile or Wi-Fi connection. So there's been a lot of talk. iPhone has their satellite connectivity, and Android 15 now activated their satellite connectivity. Now, not all carriers support this. I'm going to upload a separate video probably tomorrow in regards to satellite connectivity, what carriers will have it active and when. I do believe T-Mobile right now, as we speak, is the only major carrier that is up and running for satellite connectivity, because it does have to run through the carrier you're using. So I have an unlocked Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Unlocked meaning I bought it from Google, meaning it can be used with any carrier, right? I can use this with Spectrum. I can use this with T-Mobile. I can use this with Verizon or AT&T, whatever I want to. Mint Mobile, doesn't matter. However, if you throw a T-Mobile SIM in here, you're gonna have to go through T-Mobile and set up the satellite connectivity and or satellite service. Now, it should do it pretty easily. They've gone through a lot of R&D with the satellite connectivity, so it is fairly easy, but just stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll show you how to get it set up with satellite connectivity. I have mine on T-Mobile, so I'm active and ready to go. So I'll walk everybody through that in an upcoming video. They updated passkeys and apps that use authentication. You can log in with a single tap, so thank God that's gotten easier. I just recently had, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, somebody tried to hack into my account. So I spent a good portion yesterday making sure all my accounts are locked down. I even changed my passwords to everything again with a super duper hard password, and they're all different for each account, so nothing's the same. So it is a pain in the ass trying to remember this password, trying to remember that password. And thank God Google has made it easier and more secure with this update to passkeys, to where I'm not gonna have to remember. I probably have 100 different passwords. I'm not gonna have to remember every single password to every single app. Should be secure enough to where I don't have to worry about it so much after somebody trying to get in. But I'm gonna do a video in regards to that too. But just know that the few features that we did go over doesn't seem like that like a lot, right? But as I mentioned, just wait for this Google Play Services update to hit, and then we will go over the new features combined with Android 15 that will come to your phone. It should be here, I'm assuming, within another week or two. So but if you do have a Pixel device, please check for updates, and should be there, right? So from what I know, they pushed it out to a large portion, I think almost 75-80% of phones this morning, and then I think the rest will get it later today. They do it over the span of 24 hours. Remember, they have to update phones, Pixel devices all across the world. So each time zone, they release the update depending on what time zone you're in, right? So if you're watching this in India, there's a chance that Google hasn't made it available yet for you, but they will do it today. So whether it's now, whether it's an hour or in a couple hours, just check your phone every once in a while, because what I did this morning is I actually got notified. Excuse me, one of my phones got notified you have an update. One of them did not. However, when I checked to see if there was an update, it was there. So just check your phone for an update every couple hours, and it should be there today. So have no worries. It's not like you're gonna have to wait a week, right? They do theirs. They do a slow rollout of theirs over, I believe, a span of 24 hours. So we will have a lot more for you tomorrow. As I mentioned, I'm going to get into each one of these in individual videos that I'll upload, and we'll start doing that probably tomorrow. It's already late today, so I'm probably going to have to run. But before I get out of here, check this out. So Nothing. We all know Nothing is a relatively smaller company. They make phones you have not really seen before. They make this Nothing Phone 2A, a beautiful looking device. The cool thing is you can play music, and the glyphs on the back, the LEDs on the back, light up to the beat. Watch this. Hang on, that's not it. I gotta activate that shit. There we go. Look at this. So it's cool, right? Now, this is probably my favorite phone of all time. Now, they've come out with a couple different versions of this. So when they originally launched it, this is the best phone you can get for the money, right? They do have a CMF Phone 1 that's dirt cheap. It's a $199. They get you the basics of what you need, which puts iPhone to shame a little bit, throws shade on them, because CMF offers a $200 phone with 120 hertz refresh rate, while iPhone's charging you $800 and still gives you 60 hertz. So take that, Apple. But anyways, this is the best phone you get, performance to per dollar, right? Ratio $350, freaking badass phone. Now, they came out with a white and a black when this launched. What was it, about 4 or 5 months ago? I think it was in March. And then I would say when was it? Probably 3 months ago, they released a special edition. It was a white phone with a blue pattern on the back. And then about 2 months ago, they released the Nothing Phone 2A Plus, which I was originally going to get, which is a updated version of this. And they're charging $50 extra, so it's $399, and it's basically the same phone. They changed one sensor on the front, which not a big change, and not a change that I'm willing to upgrade for. And they also put in a new CPU. However, the new CPU was like an 8% boost. Nothing. So I was like, screw it. Oh, No pun intended. But I was like, I'm not gonna. It's whatever. I'm just gonna stick with this because I love this phone. Plus, I don't like. They have a dark silver color. They screwed up the colors on the 2A Plus. It's like a silver and a black. Like whatever. I want the white. Now, nothing is cool because they're very connected with their community, with their users. Right. One of the many reasons why I like this company and Carl Pei, who owns it. They ran a contest. I want to say 6 weeks ago, a month ago, where you could design the next Nothing Phone 2A release. Literally, right? You can design a back on here and you can submit it to Nothing, to the community online. And then they would find their favorites and they would post, I think there was 6 or 7 to choose from. And us in the Nothing community, I'm part of it as well, can vote. And whatever design gets the highest number of votes would win. And not only win, but they're actually going to manufacture this cool design and put them up for sale. So I was like, holy shit, that is so cool. And what do you know? The one I voted for won. And it looks badass. Check this out. It glows in the dark. How cool is this? Watch this. And I'm gonna get one. I already put my. I am already on the wait list. They're gonna be for sale October the 30th. So here in about 2 weeks. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Then we'll get out of here. Check this out. So cool. Look at this. I love this. Man, when I first saw this, I was like, God. I was like, man, I hope they come out and sell this thing because I would get one so quick. Hang on. All right, sorry, I'm getting old. Check this out. That's what it looks like in the day, and that's what it looks like at night. How cool is that? It literally glows in the dark. Now, you can turn it off, you can activate it, or you can, it looks like this kind of, right? But it has the little lines you see there. Are power lines to the battery and the display, and then also for the NFC, and I think a lot of it's just for looks. But it kind of looks like this white one during the day with a green tint to it. But that green tint, you can activate that. It still has the glyphs, as you can see from my light. It's still going to have the glyphs, just like this that I'm showing you. However, the lines in the back of the phone are going to glow in the dark. Now, you can activate it, so it's not like it's going to stay on all the time, right? So it's not like it's just going to glow. You're trying to hide from somebody in the streets, and then your phone gives you away. No. You can actually turn that off, so you can just be an all black, dark phone at night. It doesn't have to glow in the dark, but, I mean, that looks freaking cool. So this is the design that won. And they're going to sell them. And believe, what did it say? October 30th. So here we go. The Community Edition Project. An industry-first co-creation project empowering our community to build smartphones of their own imagination. All submitting and voting stages are complete. Now we bring everything to life. How cool is that? When's the last time Samsung did something like that? Lord have mercy. If Apple would do that, I think things would be a lot different. What if Apple did that, right? Literally, y'all design the phones and y'all pick the winner. How cool was that? And they're literally manufacturing them right now as we speak and are going to be for sale in 2 weeks on October the 30th. Now, here's one question I had that I have not gotten answered. Is this going to be the same specs? I believe it is, but here's what I'm wondering. Is it going to be the 2A specs or is it going to be the 2A plus specs? Because remember, I told you about 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, they came out with the upgraded version of this. Now, I haven't got any word on it. I think it's going to be the 2A just with an upgraded design. So it's going to have the same MediaTek CPU that the 2A has, same cameras, same display, same everything, just an upgraded design, and that's perfectly fine with me. This has sold, I think this is their highest selling phone, the Nothing Phone 2A. It's enormously popular in Southeast Asia. I believe that's why, some of the reasons why I have a large percentage of my followers and subscribers are in that area. Because I do a lot of nothing stuff, right? Nothing videos. I'm a strong proponent of nothing, because you can get a badass smartphone for very, very little price, for a fraction of the price of an iPhone. Look, you may call me crazy, and it wouldn't be the first time. I could make an argument this $350 phone is better than that $1,500 iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, yes, obviously in the camera department, yes, obviously in the top end benchmarks, but if you don't take that many pictures, and if you don't play heavy games, this is a better phone. Yes, maybe I'm crazy, but it does everything and more the iPhone does. Now, yes, iPhone is gonna take better pictures. The iPhone can score higher in benchmarks, but this is no slouch. It'll play most games just fine. It's just when you get to these super intensive graphic intensive games is where obviously this is gonna fall, and camera quality obviously gonna fall. But for the price, you really can't beat this phone, and that's why it's so popular. They sold millions of these things. Now, I think the CMF Phone 1 will eventually outsell this just because it's cheaper, basically. And, does a lot of the same stuff. But just a very cool project. I'm going to put a link for this. If you want to get one, I think, it is open to U.S. residents. Now, side note, if you have Verizon or you have AT&T, those will not work on this Nothing Phone 2A. You're gonna have to have T-Mobile for if you want service. Now you can buy one and just use Wi-Fi with it, but who wants to do that? I mean, I've done that, but you know what I mean. You're gonna want T-Mobile, so T-Mobile works in here flawlessly. T-Mobile, so in any carrier that runs on T-Mobile service. So technically, I have Boost Mobile in this Nothing Phone 2A. Works great. That's because it runs on T-Mobile towers. So you can use this new Nothing Phone 2A on T-Mobile, Mint Mobile, Boost Mobile, Simple Mobile. Do your homework. Find out if your carrier runs on T-Mobile service, and if it does, you'll be good to go. Google Fi works on here. I've run Google Fi on here. Just do your homework. Find out if your carrier, or you can just buy one of these and just get Mint Mobile, right? It has eSIM on here. It has physical SIM. Do what you please, but make sure you have T-Mobile. It will not work with Verizon or any Verizon MVNO like Spectrum. It will not work with AT&T or any AT&T MVNO like Cricket. So if you have one of those, just beware. I don't want you to be surprised. Get excited for this. You get it in the mail. Open it up, put your SIM in there, and it doesn't work. I just want you to be aware. T-Mobile and T-Mobile carriers only. So here's the winner. I'm assuming they are from India. I'm assuming. Don't kill me if I'm incorrect. I'll just say Southeast Asia. And this is just very cool. I haven't seen anything like this. So I already signed up to be on the wait list. So we'll see. Hopefully it's just $350. I believe it will be, and I guarantee you these are going to sell out quick. So I'll keep you all updated on this. I'm going to put a link in the description, so if you want to get one and you want to sign up, I believe I'm a member and I'm a developer on the developer program with Nothing. But I think if you're just a regular person that wants to buy this, I still think you can sign up. I'm not 100% sure because again, I have a developer account with them, so I don't know. But you can try it. If you want it, I'll put the link below once this video is done. Come back to this video, and I'll put a link where you can sign up to get this device. And here's the box. How cool is that? So they even designed the box that it's going to come in. Very, very cool. I'll just take you behind the scenes on some stuff. Very nice. So May, June, July, August, September, This is going through the history of the 2A. And then you get here right at the October. Now, I don't know when they're coming out with the 3A. I'm assuming next March, right, when this one launched. But remember, they're not coming out with the phone 3 this year. Nothing phone 3, their flagship phone, because they want to wait. Taking it back to Apple, taking it back to Google. Nothing is going to wait and release their flagship phone. It was scheduled for launch in July. July 2024 marks the 1-year mark for the Nothing Phone 2. Their AI, their new software they're implementing is not ready. So they said, you know what? We're going to wait. We're only going to release our phone when our AI, when our software is ready to release, then we'll release the phone. And you see other companies take notice, right? Apple, there's a leak and a rumor out there saying Apple's going to do the same thing. They're going to do away with their yearly release, and they're only going to release their devices when everything's going to be ready at launch. So you can see Apple starting to take notes from nothing, which who would have thought? But, I mean, it does make sense, right? If you're a consumer, we just went over. Nothing sucks more than hear them talking about all this cool, you can do this, you can do that, you can, oh, look at all this AI stuff, boom, 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 this, and that. And you're sitting there like, whoa, cool, I got to get this phone. Place your pre-order, get it in the mail a week later, and like, what the hell? Where are all these features? Oh, that's going to come at a later update. Kidding me? So, anyways, it is what it is. I got to get out of here. Thank you for watching eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 218. Watch out. We got a lot of content coming your way. I got a lot of Android 15 Google Pixel feature videos I'm going to upload. I have iPhone stuff I'm going to upload, camera comparisons, all sorts of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff in the mix. You're definitely not going to want to miss out. And don't forget, Friday is our giveaway. Don't miss our Friday live stream. We're going to give away something cool. I can guarantee you that. So appreciate you watching. Please be safe. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.